Our work life, really, we were working the normal way, and we were not complaining about anything. It was fine, operationally speaking. But if you compare it to what Jigimfundo did, I would say we were a bit uncoordinated and less focused on issues that matter most, and to be specific on curriculum as our core. And as management, we talk around so many things without looking at them and as forming one big whole, which is delivery of teaching and learning. So on the issue of alignment, we were weak and thin along those lines. And with Jigimfundo, it was a fresh look into the old problem. And it was more on the efficiency side of things, of saying we can achieve this in a different manner and in a different way of doing things. We were introduced to Chiga Imfundo very early in the life of the program itself. I was still with King Cetshwayo district as a CS, and at that time it wasn't Chiga Imfundo, it was just PILO, the program to improve learning outcomes. And we received it with both hands to say everyone needs to improve. And luckily, it came at the right time when we needed to improve. And to me, as a person, our CS and my circuit in follows was the biggest in the district. And it wasn't the best performing circuit or CMC. And we needed something that will act as a tonic, just to change things around. So it came at the right time. And when we were taken to Pinetown, the workshop was in Pinetown. We were fortunate in that it was Chicken Fundo in its best, because it started as addressing you as an official, as a person. You'll recall what Amon would do, and take your character, take your personality traits, and then just try to. What they were trying to do was to say what you are as an individual would then contribute to your institution's well-being, and at the end of the day, it will contribute to the overall performance of the institution. Personality traits taking us through the blue, the red, the green and yellow personalities, and then you'd realize that as an individual, I have a contribution to make. And as a leader, I have a duty of taking care of all different personalities. Then they will build up into what we have as an institution, without trying to say change from what you are, but to say that has come together because we are a combination of, we are made up of this, we are this one big whole, which is made up of different people from different backgrounds. So we were introduced to PILO in that fashion, where we even had something that to say what I do matters. And we had our own commitments, and our own, I would say, philosophical statements that we wrote, and we had our own um, charter where we would say, I'll stop this, I'll continue doing this, and then this is what I'll change. That took us from wherever we were to the desired picture that you want to paint at the end of the day. Yes, when I moved to Ilembe, we are in the middle of the program as it was now. It had moved from pilot because earlier on it was piloted in 2 districts. Then it moved to more districts, and I was fortunate that when I joined Ilembe, it was already moving at that stage of moving to other districts. And I was looking forward to taking those key practices to Ilembe. And fortunately for me, Ilembe again was not doing well. It was number 12 out of 12 districts at 51%. There was a lot to do. So I saw it as a good tool to use because I needed people to come together. I needed people to understand their duties. I needed people to understand their role in relation to what we want to produce at the end of the day. So it was a question of simple taking whatever we've learned to practice. So it came at the right time again. But when you get to here, I was still developing myself as a leader, and would have those sessions where we would go out, and it worked on in two ways: developing myself as a leader, leadership skills, attitudes, values, and whatever, then developing others because I had no time. Unfortunately, I had no time. When I came here, we were at 51 and we had to catch up with the rest of the province. So I had no time. So I needed hands, and PILO was that pair of hands that would simple say to everybody, get on board. So it helped, and we are getting on board with everybody. It was district management, it was circuit management, it was principals. So it was like a systematic way of getting things done, and done in a uniform way where no level is left behind, because it was a question of district, circuit, school, and down to the class. So all institutions were now aligned in a manner that would produce results in the same way. So everybody out of the program would then develop and then be in a position to even walk the journey on their own with minimal supervision and minimal help. Yeah, on the learnings, I can write a book. It's a quite a lot. But the first learning that I would say we drew from the program was that let's focus on the key thing. Let's focus on the key mandate of the department, because sometimes we are carried away by other attractive programs which take us away from the core. So that's the first thing to say. What are we about as Department of Education? And all said and done, we are about teaching and learning. We are about curriculum, and that says even if you are a general manager like a district director, a circuit manager, the CS, or even the principal, you are not managing other things away from teaching and learning. All other things that we manage are contributing to teaching and learning, which means the focal point has always to be teaching and learning. And that was the first thing, because sometimes we tend to veer off the actual thing that we are about. Then the second thing that I would say I learned through the program was to say um, success depends on habits, what we do daily. That is why even the slogan itself says, what I do matters. So it shouldn't be something for the workshop. You know, with teachers, we have two personalities, the personality for the workshop and the personality for the daily work, which do not at most match, because in the workshop we say good things, at work we say we do not so good things. So it was a question of saying, take what you do in the workshop to influence your daily life. We then went to a situation where we also learned about things that would contribute to who we are. And as a leader, personally, I learned that we have to connect with the human being first before you can connect with the employee. Sometimes we tend to want to connect with the employee and say all the rules and everything, and we connect less with the human being. A, a typical slot that would come to that would be the iceberg theory, the trust theory. They would all say, let be congruence, let be those 4 steps that we learn, reliability, let be those everything that has to do with you as a person and connecting with the other human being. Then you can then remember later that you are employees. Then at that you are building a team, one team, and that's my third lesson, to say we when we are individualistic in nature, we can't win. We only win when we are one team. And the team would undergo those phases, your norming, your forming, your whatever, until it becomes this uh, team that would gel as one big whole. And you begin to understand one another and you trust one another. Those were the lessons. But there were more and more lessons as the program progressed, which were towards the professional side in terms of education and even understanding to say, we are a district, but we are part of KZN and we are part of South Africa. And therefore, we are contributing to this big program where National tries to transform education. And that transformation cannot be realized at national level. It is realized in the class. So in the classroom, that's where things are happening. Personally, I gained a lot from the program. Um, um, a lot. One, it opened up my world. I connected with people from the program and people from outside the program, and learned from them. People like Prof. Mary would sit and talk education with her. And later, people like Okosa from NECT, we came into contact with them. Like-minded people, but who have walked the journey before me. And therefore, it was like getting to class afresh and tap into their expertise, tap into their way of doing things. For instance, and more focus on data. More focus on data. I was analytical and I would do whatever in terms of data. But coming closer to them, it was learning more on how to use it. Having more analysis alone doesn't make you win. But what makes you win is when you begin to transform it to information, to transform it to lessons, and to transform it to programs. That's where they came in. Like Prof. Mary would sit at the back of the hall, and you allow you to say things for the whole day. But when she rises up, she'll rise with things you've been saying. Not nothing new, but the things you've been saying put differently and put together. So I learned to also lead from the back, not necessarily try by all means to lead from the front, but leading from the back would say, sit back, allow people to help you. You are not alone in a problem. If there is a problem, you are not alone in a program. Just allow people to lead you, and then you come in. It doesn't take anything from you as a leader to allow people to express themselves. So moving towards change management, that's what we also touched on, to say you are an agent. Wherever you are an agent. Take yourself as an agent of change. And the fact that life is not static, it keeps moving and you must move with it and further equip yourself. So that's the change one would say came with the program to us and to me in particular, and to make those commitments, because what is not committed into won't get done. If you commit on something, you measure your progress to say, I started here, now I'm here, and I'm moving towards that. So it helped me as a person just to time myself as well to say, now I'm in this space, how can I improve? Then I'm able to go forward. One thing that I would say I learned from PILO, and something that one would really um, cherish is focus. Focus on the real thing. Focus on what matters. In terms of the noise that is out there, don't allow it to distract you, because there's a lot. But if you say we are focusing on what matters most, it allows you to align everything else to the core mandate that you are set out to do. So at a personal level, I would say it's focus. But organizationally, I would say we learn to manage curriculum better. We learn to manage curriculum better with those tools that we had, with those trackers, with those readers. We as a district, we then said, let every level of management, from departmental head, class teacher, departmental head, deputy principal, just do your work in terms of curriculum.